And now it's time for good food and good times with Mr. Price Home. Having a food blog on the internet is how passionate cooks share their recipes with others. Being a good blogger can open many doors, like having a recipe book published and even starting brand new careers. But who is our best food blogger? Let's find out. In a sudden elimination heat, 12 food bloggers competed for a place in the semi-finals. They each received a 6th Sense Jet Chef microwave combination oven from Whirlpool, fabulous shopping vouchers from Rhodes Food and Mr. Price Home, and as inspiration, a copy of fellow blogger Sam Linsel's recipe book. 7 bloggers made it through: Nina, Christy, Sue, Anel, Janice, Zirki and Usha. We have already seen Usha, Zirki, Anel and Sue in action. Today is the last of the semi-finals and we're about to see Nina of My Easy Cooking, Janice of Janice Trepepi and Christy of The Food Monger cooking up a fabulous feast.
I believe that an experience such as this, first off, is going to give me a lot of exposure, which of course as a blogger is what we are looking for.
Dit is my lewe. Dis wat ek elke dag wil doen. Dis waarvan ek hou. Dis my passie.
In this heat, the judges score points for their culinary efforts and their blogs based on specific criteria. The scores have been kept a secret. But today, we'll find out which 3 bloggers scored the most points. They will go through to the finals. The ultimate winner will be part of a book deal, be a judge on the next season, enjoy a welcome breakaway, receive 25,000 rands worth of Whirlpool kitchen appliances, as well as 50,000 rand cash. But the best prize for the bloggers will be more visitors to their blogs, improving their chances of earning big bucks from future advertisers. But first, they have to impress the judges with their blogs and prepare a delicious special event feast in 3 hours.
My menu for today is spinach and butternut botolo with a burnt butter and sage sauce. Then spiced duck breast with a sweet and sour orange and green pepper sauce, served with dauphinoise potatoes, wok spinach and pork and peach stuffing. To end off, we have tartatan, apple tartatan.
What I'm looking for is somebody who is going to keep things sticking. So there's always something new, something exciting, something up to date.
Their meals have to include flour, eggs, and canned foods. And they have to use kitchen utensils, cookware, and the latest tableware from Mr. Price Home.
My menu today is insalata di frutti di mare, followed by calamari ripieni, dorado in padella con fettuccine e fragole al cinzano con zabaione.
I do like the scoring system because I feel that on certain aspects of the scoring sheet you can so to speak, you can give them more marks, you can give them more credibility.
On my menu today is a grenadella mousse cake, an assortment of mini quiches, a festive meringue roulade, and smoked mackerel and watercress sandwiches.
the competition now is at a stage where the bloggers must definitely lift the game.
Ladies, it's good to have you back in the Dinner Diva kitchen and the semi-finals. Today's challenge is for you to cook one of your family events, a special occasion, in 3 hours. So how are you feeling?
Great.
Nervous, but very excited. Nervous.
Nervous? That's all right. The nerves will calm, no worries. So Christy, what's your occasion today?
Christmas lunch.
Christmas lunch. So a nice big occasion.
Yes, it's my favorite day of the year.
And Janice, what is your occasion today?
I'm doing a wedding rehearsal dinner. My nephew is marrying shortly, and this is the menu I've designed for the wedding rehearsal evening.
And Nina, your special occasion?
My spyskaart vandag is alles wat vroue gewoonlik vermy. En vandag kan hulle terugsit en dit lekker geniet. En ek gaan hulle 'n bietjie bederf.
Wow, fantastic! Now back to business. As you know, your efforts will be scored by our panel of 3 experts. In the elimination rounds, they did not know who you were, but now they do. You, however, will not know who they are until you see this show on air. Naturally, they will score your meal on taste, balance, and nutrition, as well as ingredients. But we are looking for the best food blogger. So they will look at the creativity and authenticity of your blogs, the way you write your recipes, how well you write in general. And of course, they want to be assured that your recipes are tried and tested. And they will score your blog's potential to earn money for you. Are you ready?
Yes. Yes.
Well then, divas, cook!
High five, girls. Good luck. Good luck.
We are cooking with Mr. Price home. You're watching Dinner Divas with Mr. Price home.
My occasion is going to be Christmas lunch.
I believe in preparation, so I have practiced my meals a good few times. I think my family are never going to want to eat this food again, ever.
Ek het 'n plan van aksie. Ek het my bakhoed opgesit vandag. Ek wou daai deel van my kookvernuf vir mense wys dat ek wel kan bak en dat ek daarvan hou om te bak. Ek het heel eers my koek begin meng, want hy moes in die oond kom, omdat as ek 'n moeskoek maak, dan moet die koek koud word. So ek moes hom bak en hy moes staan dat hy kan afkoel sodat jy die moesvulsel kan tussenin sit sonder dat dit smelt. My moes is my huisvrou geheim. Dit is room wat styf geklits word met 'n bakkie kitspudding en vandag het ons dit net beter gemaak met grenadella pulp van Rhodes.
Christy rushes to get her potato dauphinoise in the oven. She layers potato slices, sauteed onions, parmesan, and blue cheese. She covers it with a mixture of Sasko flour and cream, and sprinkles it with more parmesan cheese.
I love making pasta. It's so simple. Flour, eggs, olive oil, a little bit of salt. It's a basic, simple product to make. It's very therapeutic. You get to work the dough and work all your frustrations out into the dough.
Nina's roulade is made with a classic meringue mixture of egg whites, beaten with caster sugar, and a little corn flour.
'n Roulade kan in 'n ommeswaai verkeerd gaan. As jy hom te vinnig, te ver bak, dan raak hy te bros en hy droog uit en jy kan hom nie oprol nie. As jy hom onderbak, dan loop die eierwitte set nie 100% nie. So dit is belangrik dat jy dit perfek bak.
The baked and cooled roulade is later filled with whipped cream, on top of which Nina places spoons full of Rhodes youngberry jam. Using Sasco flour, Christy makes the dough for her rotolo.
Rotolo is an Italian dish very similar to, say, a Swiss roll in appearance, where you take a sheet of pasta that you make and then you put a filling, either vegetarian or meat filling's fine. I did spinach and ricotta, and then you roll it up and then you wrap it in a dish towel and you boil that.
For her apple tart tatin, Christy uses ready-made puff pastry. Janice plans to serve fish on top of the pasta with a creamy fennel and leek sauce.
If you can't get dorado, you really just need to look for a nice firm white fish with lots of flavor.
For the calamari ripieni, the stuffing is made of mushrooms and prawns. And it's cooked and served in a rich tomato sauce. Jan's seafood salad is a simple combination of poached calamari and prawns, marinated in a mixture of olive oil, lemon juice, celery, parsley, and garlic, to be served with crostini. The wedding feast menu ends with sabaglione, a dessert made with fresh new-laid eggs, sugar, and sweet masala wine. Jan will serve this with boozy berries and biscotti. With her spiced duck breasts, Christy will serve a sweet and sour orange and green pepper sauce.
The duck breast didn't go as crispy as I wanted the skin, although I had cooked it for quite a long time. But I think when I poured the sauce on, it might have absorbed a lot of the sauce and then gone soggy. So I was a bit disappointed by that.
Ladies, it's time to stop cooking. Come and join me, please. This looks, yes, very different.
Bomb shelter.
Bomb shelter, beautiful high tea, heading into bomb territory again. But it all looks delicious and fabulous, and I'm very happy I'm not a judge today.
Ek is vandag regtig in die geselskap van twee gedigte kokke. So die kompetisie was baie erg vandag.
Time is always an issue in these situations. It's easy to get distracted.
I'm about 60% happy. It's very hard to kind of gauge what the judges are going to say, and personally I don't think it's the best that I could have done.
As ek dit nie maak nie, sal dit vir my verskriklik wees, want dit is wat ek die meeste van hou om te doen. Dit is my lewe.
In this heat, the judges do know who the bloggers are and will award points based on several criteria, including aspects of contestants' blogs, recipes, cooking skills, authenticity, and creativity.
Okay, so we have Christmas.
Well, we're having spinach and butternut rotolo with sage and burnt butter sauce. The pasta's very undercooked.
I don't find it sort of raw, but it is rather under.
The filling and the flavor of everything is very good. I wish it had a little bit more salt, but otherwise I think it's actually really delicious. So we've got quite a spread for the main course. We've got some wok spinach, and then she's also made potato dauphinoise, which are my favorite. And then she's done seared duck breast, which is lightly spiced and it's got a green pepper sauce. And then some stuffing with pork and peaches.
The duck is cooked beautifully. The meat itself is nice and tender.
And that spinach is a disgrace. Undercooked, too sharp, and it doesn't play any role, which I might say is positive.
I think this was a bit of a miss for me.
So we have a beautiful tartine here. I think it's cooked absolutely perfectly. I'm absolutely in heaven.
I think it would be a perfect ending to a great meal.
The blog I studied quite carefully, and I found it to be a very elegant blog. People want to be part of that in terms of sponsors and all that sort of thing.
This blogger definitely understands you eat with your eyes first. And her photography encapsulates that. And I don't think there's very many food brands that wouldn't want to be a part of somebody who's obviously engaging in building her own brand.
The blog is also very colorful and it's very exciting. It's funky, it's fresh. So let's vote.
So, all done.
Good luck.
There we go. Christy.
Foodmonger.
We are cooking with Mr. Price home. You're watching Dinner Divas with Mr. Price home.
In front of us here is a very colourful and quite extraordinarily well put together insalata di frutti di mare.
The seasoning is perfect. There's nothing else in the way of the flavors.
A dish like this will definitely bring people together.
It smells good, it looks good, it tastes brilliant. So what have we here?
We're having the calamari ripieni. It's soft, it's tender, it's juicy, and it complements the tomato quite well.
You can taste each ingredient on its own, and together they all kind of marry really well.
So now we're on to our main course.
Let's go straight to the pasta because Jan has prepared this from scratch.
I think it was perfectly done. She's cooked it and made it as well as one of my chefs in my kitchen as myself.
It's got all the lovely egginess going on, but it's not overpoweringly rich.
I also think that the combination of a fennel sauce with the pancetta complements the game flavor of the Dorado coming through strongly. So, we're on our dessert course, zabaglione with amaretti biscuits. Lovely.
I like the addition of the strawberries. There's that kind of sour fruitiness coming through.
Do we think the blog has delivered what it promised?
There's no doubt in my mind that her recipes are authentic, and they even give you a bit of history about where the recipes come from, which region, and I really enjoyed that.
And there's an abundance of Italian products out there which no doubt would be delighted to attach themselves to the blog, so she could certainly make money out of it.
Let's vote.
Okay, brilliant.
Good luck, Janice.
Signora Tripepi, grazie mille.
Good luck, Italy.
I think Nina's definitely been honest about what she likes to do and what her readers enjoy. And these are recipes that I definitely think people would follow. They're budget conscious, family appropriate, and these kind of dishes would look great on a buffet.
Absolutely.
Oh, it looks marvelous. Actually, whilst you do that, I'm going to tuck into the sandwiches. I think they look quite fun. And there's no shortage of filling in there, which is often the case.
I think it's a nice change on, instead of doing tuna, to do mackerel or something different and unusual.
I think the quiche are a bit overbaked.
The texture is very dense and almost oily.
So the cake is, I suppose, it should be the main event because it looks so festive.
It's a granadilla mousse cake. But I don't see much of the mousse coming around here.
The final part of the tea is a meringue roulade.
I think it was cooked perfectly.
I agree.
The berries complemented beautifully and it's not too overpowering sweet.
I don't like it.
Well balanced.
I've decided I actually don't like it. The more I look at it, the more I see that she really should have cooked it a little bit longer. Look at it. You can almost see the eggs walking out of the roulade. I don't want to see that.
One thing that I feel about Nina's blog and what she presented today is that there's nothing new and innovative about what she's bringing out.
I just don't think that her blog itself would be, for me on a personal level, I don't know how you feel, but it's very boring, very plain.
There needs to be a little bit more attention to detail, even when it comes down to basic things like moles and grams and keeping everything in your recipe uniform and standardizing it.
So now the final moment is to put the numbers next to it.
Good luck, Nina.
Ladies, the judges have now tasted all 7 delicious semi-finalist feasts. And they had mixed opinions, both good and bad. And you know that they have scored your meals and your blogs, and I can now reveal which are the top 3 bloggers going through to the finals. Those 3 bloggers will battle it out for the title of the ultimate Dinner Diva of 2012. Okay, ladies, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. First finalist going through is Janice. Congratulations, Janice. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Our second finalist going through. She's not here now, ladies, but it is Anel. Life is a zoo biscuit.
Anel.
I wonder what Anel will say about this. All right, 1 spot left. Our third finalist going through is Christy. Congratulations, Christy. Nina, I can't believe that. Well done. Thank you. Ai, Nina. Jy het daarom tot in die semifinals gemaak en ons weet mos wat se heerlike kos jy voorsit.
Dis altyd volgende.
Daar's altyd volgende keer. Well done, ladies. We are ecstatic. Cheers. Ching, ching. Hallo, Anel.
Hallo Michelle.
Hoorie so, Anel, ek het baie goeie nuus vir jou. Jy is 'n finalis in Dinner Divas.
And now, we have our top 3 bloggers, the semi-finalists. They are Christy Snell with her blog, The Food Monger, Janice Trepepi with her blog, Janice Trepepi, and Anel Potgieter with her blog, Life is a Zoo Biscuit. They will return for the final heat to battle it out for the title of the ultimate Dinner Diva of 2012.
I don't think we've seen the last of these 3 bloggers. I don't think we've seen the last of any of the bloggers in this competition. They all each brought their own dynamic.
At this stage, we shouldn't be getting bad food.
I'm just thinking it's the finals of a competition, and I got meatballs.
Make a date for Saturday.
How are you going to cope if the judges give you negative feedback? Because then I'm not too keen with that around my dinner table. Don't criticize my food.
I had 45 minutes and I decided to go an easier route, I suppose.
It was quite hard. It was very hard to hear the guys talk about your food like that.
Polenta seems to be quite firm.
Did you try it, by the way?
It's a little dense, I'll give you that.
Thank you.
We loved every moment with Mr. Price Home.